trying to get off it. Okay, they're closing the gate, so shortly they'll be getting the race underway. You'll hear a countdown. Yeah, they do.
9, 8, 7.
Here they go.
6.
Well, the countdown now taking place for the Demolition Derby, one of the most exciting events here on Australian Speedway, and it's off and running. And the name of the game is to completely demolish each other. There is some 50 cars out on the track at the moment, and the last car running wins the big prize money, but there is also 4 separate prizes for the cars causing the most damage. And there it is, a 3-car stack right in the middle of the main straight. Car 22, that was David Dyer. And this is a medal crunching affair. As I said, the last car running. That's Philip Mossman just in screen. Another one of the drivers there was Colin Lewitzer. Car number 70 was Terry Page just on screen. And as I said, the Demolition Derby, the crowds love it. And there's some 10,000 people here tonight catching all the action here on Australian Speedway as the Demolition Derby goes on their destructive way. As I was saying, the name of the game, 50 cars start, only one is to finish. 4 cars are paid money for causing the most damage. And the object is to reverse, like you see, and try to put your opponent out as fast as possible. It's certainly one great way of getting rid of the wrecks around the metropolitan area. Well, this is worse than the freeway going home each night. The Demolition Derby, what a crowd-pleasing event it is. There's more action up there on the top turn. That was David Smith in car number 5, causing all the excitement here on Australian Speedway. And we see Gary George just trying to get in on the excitement. Meanwhile, cars go left, right and centre. And in a moment, we're going to get one almighty crash here on the main straight as the cars slowly but surely eliminate each other. And that car there certainly has got an overheating problem. The name of the game is to put out your opponent as quick as possible. There was David Smith just backing out of that collision on that occasion. Meanwhile, the cars certainly providing some top Demolition Derby action here on Australian Speedway. And as I was saying, this is worse than being stuck on the freeway at 5 o'clock each night.
George is asking to leave me alone. He's just been caught about 5 minutes.
Make sure wherever you are across Australia, if a Demolition Derby is being programmed on Australian Speedway, then make sure you make it a date to get along and see what is, without question, one of the most spectacular events on the Australian Speedway scene.
The one on track, this car comes up and just decides to take somebody out. Terry Chamberlain.
There's Mad Mike Fletcher, car number 69. Car number 8, that is Terry Chamberlain. And he is driving a very much worse to wear Valiant. Number 1, that's Colin Litzer. Here we go. Mike Fletcher just backed out of that collision.
44 car's been doing a bit around the back part of the track. We'll have a look down the list and see if we can spot him. 44, that's Larrikin. Larry, if you're looking for him, here comes the Larrikin, the 44 car.
Mark Brown, car 777, has just been collided by another car. That was the driver of car number 8, which of course was Terry Chamberlain. And there is a section of the large crowd here tonight of over 10,000 people enjoying this very exciting Demolition Derby, one of the most spectacular events here on Australian Speedway. They love it. Wherever a Demolition Derby is programmed across Australia, you're guaranteed a big crowd. 50 cars started this Demolition Derby, and at the moment on the track there is less than half a dozen cars which are still mobile, and those half a dozen cars are very much worse aware. There they are on your screen, just two of the surviving cars. Mike Fletcher there, car number 70. The other car on screen was Colin Litzy, and he has just collided with the fence very heavily as Mike Fletcher has just come up to join in the action. The other car on your screen, that was Terry Page.
He always keeps going, you know, he keeps out there looking for action. He doesn't sit on the grass and
there is car 69 and 70. Just slowly but surely demolishing each other there up on the top turn. They're just about to be joined by some other fast-moving cars. There is Mark Brown in car 777. Meanwhile, we've got one driver bailing out to make sure that he gets out of harm's way as this Demolition Derby slowly but surely grinds to a halt as the cars become eliminated one by one.
Get it right into the road, try and keep the radiator safe. Have a look at this thing down here, will you? The number 8 car. It's still going, mate. It's been doing a pretty good job too. Been run over by a truck. Oh, mate, if it was run over by a truck, it wouldn't look that good.
Well, there is a very much worse aware Monaro being driven by car number 186, that's Albert Kinesi. And that's certainly a car that he won't be driving home from the Speedway from. 44 looking for a victim, and he has found it in car number 70, which was Terry Page, and he has just been taken out of proceedings in no uncertain manner. There is car number 8, that is Terry Chamberlain. That car used to be a Valiant.
Have a look at it. Oh, Terry Chamberlain looks absolutely...
Not exactly your best family sedan. And meanwhile, the car carnage continues here on Australian Speedway. The Demolition Derby drawing to a close in front of a crowd tonight of over 10,000 people. Okay, I'll stop my commentary now.
Have a look at this coming down here. The Mayland furniture car. That has been shortened. He doesn't know where he's going. It's Larry Bogue.
Okay, there is car number 44, Larry Bogue, and he is just trying to put that Monaro out of proceedings for this Demolition Derby as the final cars become eliminated. And there is a man who has done tremendous damage, car number 8, Terry Chamberlain, car number 44, which of course is Larry Bogue. There is car number 69 just working his way through the wrecked cars. That is Mike Fletcher. They call him mad, and he certainly is to go in a Demolition Derby.
This Mayland furniture car looks like a praying mantis. Have a look at it. Look as though it's keeping going around the track.
He's possibly been injured while being in one of the Demolition Derby cars, that guy. Yeah, he has been. Well, that is what's left of Monaro, who was taken apart in this Demolition Derby by the other cars in what has been a very spectacular Demolition Derby here on Australian Speedway.
Oh, still about 4 or 5 cars going, but...
Car 777, Mark Brown. There is 69, Mike Fletcher. These are the final cars to be eliminated, and I wouldn't believe it. Terry Chamberlain, car number 8. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my very eyes. He is still continuing to race.
Oh, Mad Mike's still going, so Chamberlain. Trying to move.
There is car number 777. That is Mark Brown in search of a victim as he races down the back straight, looking for another car to take out in this Demolition Derby.
Now, these 2 guys up here have both stalled out now.
Yeah, that's the final car running, actually. Car 777, Mark Brown. Well, the final car running, it looks like it's 777 Mark Brown as he just smashes into the front of Mike Fletcher. So it certainly looks like Mark Brown in car number 777 will be the winner of this Demolition Derby here on Australian Speedway.
Oh, mate, hang on. You can see this bloke down here in the Midland Motor Wreckers, well, what used to be Valiant, looks like moving, so he's going to nail that too. Good night. Yep, see ya. You're finished. Yeah, take care of Fred. Yeah, just trying to jump-start the motor car by the look of it. This is Mark Brown. Mark Brown in the 777 car. I do like Terry Chamberlain's effort. I think he'll be the last car standing, but Terry Chamberlain gets my nod for the damaged car on the night. What do you reckon, Speedway fans? The number 8 car for damage? Waiting now, the General's just down there and starting to walk out with a checkered flag. Yep, he's got to get... Hello? Hello? Another one's come out of the woodwork. And hello, Terry Chamberlain.
Well, the final battle being taken place here between Mark Brown and Mike Fletcher. It looked as if car number 777, Mark Brown, was the last car running, but Mike Fletcher has fired his car 69 back into life, and we're now going to see a David and Goliath battle as car number 8 has also come back into it. That is terrible Terry Chamberlain in a very much worse wear Valiant car. That used to be an immaculate family car. We're just about to see Mike Fletcher and car 777, that is, Mark Brown battle it out for this Demolition Derby final to see which of those two cars will be the last machine running. Meanwhile, car number 8 is back in the proceedings. That is Terry Chamberlain.
They reckon he might have been laying doggo for all by the sound of that. Terry Chamberlain.
You guys, I've got to stop my coverage
Mad Mike having a shot at
because I've got to do my radio show.
The 8 car going with the vertical fuel
Okay,
tank.
you keep cutting it. Yeah, I've got to go and do my radio show. I should have done it 10 minutes ago.
He's charged around. He wants to have a
this is getting beyond the joke.
69 car, which has got a door hanging off.
See ya.
Got a few other panels ever so slightly buckled out of shape, and here comes the 777. Well, here we go. Is he going to get him? No. Ring a Rosie at the moment.
Come over here, please.
Taking the Falcon to fair crack. He's having a go. He's coming a few miles out there.
Come on.
Now, Chamberlain's got the 777 car.
Excuse me, number 66, please come over here and have
He's probably got no front end. There goes the 777 coming back. There we go, Terry Chamberlain. No. And they've all ground to a juddering halt. We wait for the officials. And the winner goes to the General's running over with the trophy. Pick your hat up, John. Keep the sun off your head. Keep the reflection out of our eyes. The trophy and the flag goes to Mad Mike in car 69. Your record on the night would have to go to Terry Chamberlain, though. Oh, Mad Mike's wrapped. He reckons this is real good fun. Okay, that's her, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation down here at Indifferent Claremont Speedway. Don't forget, next Friday night, the Western Australian Sprint Car title goes on the line. Can Bonza Bradford hang on, or did Elf give him a big message in the last one? And then February 5, 6 and 7, the World Sprint Car Championships. Please do not enter the arena. Please do not enter the arena. You are liable to arrest if you enter the arena. It is a totally prohibited area. Have a safe and happy journey home. If you're going by train, behave yourself. If you've had a couple at the bars tonight, do the right thing and hand the keys over to somebody who hasn't, because the boys are out tonight, because it's a long weekend. We'll see you next Friday.